Another day, another scandal, another cover-up at the Trump White House. This time, Karoline Leavitt was asked about recent photos showing Donald Trump using makeup to cover up bruises on his hands, photos showing his ankles swelling beyond belief. And according to Karoline Leavitt, you shouldn't trust your own eyes. You should trust Leavitt and Donald Trump, two of the most duplicitous people on the planet.
On another note, I know that many in the media have been speculating about bruising on the president's hand and also swelling in the president's legs. So in the effort of transparency, the president wanted me to share a note from his physician with all of you today. In recent weeks, President Trump noted mild swelling in his lower legs. In keeping with routine medical care and out of an abundance of caution, this concern was thoroughly evaluated by the White House medical unit. The president underwent a comprehensive examination, including diagnostic vascular studies. Bilateral lower extremity venous Doppler ultrasounds were performed and revealed chronic venous insufficiency, a benign and common condition, particularly in individuals over the age of 70. Importantly, there was no evidence of deep vein thrombosis or arterial disease. Laboratory testing included a complete blood count, comprehensive metabolic panel, coagulation profile, D-dimer, B-type natriuretic peptide, and cardiac biomarkers. All results were within normal limits. An echocardiogram was also performed and confirmed normal cardiac structure and function. No signs of heart failure, renal impairment, or systemic illness were identified. Additionally, recent photos of the president have shown minor bruising on the back of his hand. This is consistent with minor soft tissue irritation from frequent handshaking and the use of aspirin, which is taken as part of a standard cardiovascular prevention regimen. This is a well-known and benign side effect of aspirin therapy. And the president remains in excellent health, which I think all of you witness on a daily basis here. So the president wanted me to share that note with all of you. I'm happy to take further questions on it. We will provide the memorandum from the president's physician to all of you, as we always do. And we'll get to questions. Steve, go ahead.
Back to your letter that you read at the beginning.
Sure.
The president, you said mild swelling in his legs. Is it causing him any discomfort? How are you treating it?
Nope. No discomfort from the president at all, and you probably all see that on a day-to-day basis. He's working around the clock. As for the treatments, I can defer to the president's physician, and we'll get you this letter. I think it will answer all your questions.
Yeah, okay, Karoline. The swelling on Donald Trump's ankles, which you could see here, yeah, that's mild swelling. They appear to be the size of milk jugs, Karoline. I can't just trust you. I know how much you lie. I mean, she couldn't even start off her comments right. She made it appear as though Donald Trump's bruising was on his left hand. No, Karoline, it's on his right hand. And remember, it's because of all the handshaking, and you would know that Donald Trump is right-handed, right? You can't even make gestures that are factually correct. And did you catch how she said she's going to make an effort to be transparent? She can't even commit to being fully transparent. I'm going to try to be transparent. Doesn't mean I'm going to be transparent. Now, Karoline Leavitt was also asked about Donald Trump's mental health, because recently he went to Pittsburgh and made comments about his uncle teaching Ted Kaczynski, the Unabomber, at MIT, despite Ted Kaczynski never being enrolled at MIT. Donald Trump also said that he had conversations with his uncle about the Unabomber, except we didn't know who the Unabomber was until 1995, and Donald Trump's uncle died in 1985.
So on Tuesday, the president told a very detailed story about his uncle, noted scientist John Trump, and Theodore Kaczynski, the late Unabomber. He said that Dr. Trump taught Ted Kaczynski. Ted Kaczynski was not identified as the Unabomber until 1996, 11 years after John Trump passed away. It would have been impossible for John Trump to have ever discussed the Unabomber with the president. So What was he talking about? And I have one follow-up.
Andrew, with so many issues going on in the world, I'm a little bit surprised you would ask such a question, although I'm not sometimes coming from you, I will say, but I'm willing to give you an answer. Nevertheless, the president's uncle did, in fact, teach at MIT. He was a very intelligent professor. The president's very proud of his family. In fact, the president has a letter from his uncle on the MIT letterhead that sits in the Oval Office dining room. Maybe we'll let you see it sometime.
And then
Elizabeth.
Caroline, one more on.
Elizabeth,
will the
go
president
ahead.
consider pardoning Ghislaine Maxwell
Elizabeth,
if
go
the
ahead.
Epstein case is a hoax?
Okay, I'll start off with
Karoline Leavitt there says, I can prove that Donald Trump's uncle taught at MIT. What? What? He's asking about Donald Trump's mental health, and your response is, well, we have a letter from Donald Trump's uncle. I mean, how ridiculous is this administration? Clearly, Donald Trump is not healthy. The bruising from his hand, like, I can understand that. He's very old. Any intravenous blood work that gets done is going to result in major bruising for someone of that age. I just had blood work done on my inner arm, and I had bruising, and I'm only 39 years old. So that story shouldn't be that big of a deal. But when you come out before the press and you've got makeup smeared all over it, the idea that you're the most transparent administration in the history of the country, as they try to claim, is just absurd. And the ankles, I mean, it is very clear that Donald Trump's heart is having a hard time pulling blood from his legs, which is an indicator that he is not very healthy. But according to Karoline Leavitt, it's just all business as usual. Ignore what you see and trust us. It reminds me of Ronnie Jackson, the White House physician for Donald Trump in his first administration, who came out and gave an 8-minute press conference on how healthy and amazing Donald Trump was at the time. He said Donald Trump was 6'3", 240 pounds, which of course is absurd. We know that Donald Trump wears lifts. We know that Donald Trump, pictured alongside other world leaders and just people who we know how tall they are, we know that he's not 6'3". And at the time, he was nowhere near 240 pounds. I mean, nothing this administration says, either in the first administration or this administration now, when it comes to Donald Trump's health, makes any sense. And the reason why I included that question about Ted Kaczynski and the Unabomber is because it was so obvious that Karoline Leavitt is just covering for a guy who is both physically unhealthy and mentally unhealthy. But let me know what your reflections are down in the comments below, and be sure to subscribe to Reflect Politics so you get my future videos delivered straight to you. Thanks for watching. My name is Brendan Plank. If you're new to the channel, see you in the next one.